At what point is enough enough? How many times do you turn your cheek? How many times do you allow a person to disrespect you and lie on you, lie to you, before you say enough is enough? And this is not like a significant other. This is in general with everyone, but specifically with family members. When is enough enough? When do you say, I've had enough? And you're no longer in the space of coddling or hand-holding or sparing people's feelings, because it has and is always fuck your feelings. I am no longer in the place of being okay with being gaslit and being lied to and being disrespected and then told that I should be the bigger person. And then I'm supposed to allow the situation to continue to happen over and over again. But no one wants to be held accountable or responsible for what it is that I say that I've been wronged, how I've been wronged. So I'm not in the space of holding people's hands anymore. I care for your well-being, but I no longer am in the space and place of accepting people's repeated patterns of behavior with me. I will not be gaslit. I will not be told that I am a demon, that I am possessed, because I want people to be held accountable. I'm not going to be gaslit like that. I'm not going to allow anybody to use religion to tell me that I am wrong for having my feelings and wanting people to be held accountable. That's not what I'm doing anymore. I've been told by several people that I am wrong for my feelings. I am wrong for wanting people to be held accountable. I am wrong for wanting people to acknowledge their words, deeds, and behaviors, and not lie and say that I'm doing one thing and it's really them that's doing the hurt, harm, and danger and slander. I'm not in that space anymore. And these are people that are supposed to love me and respect me, and they don't. They don't. It's just plain and simple, they do not. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of feeling these feelings. I'm tired of everything being heavy. And the thing is it's every time I'm going in a positive direction, every time I'm pulling myself up, every time I'm moving forward, every single time I am in a space of grounded self-peace. And I'm okay. And I think I have gotten to the place and space where I'm like, okay, acceptance of everything that everybody's done. As soon as I got to a place of acceptance, and I'm like, okay, I am better than this. I know what they do. I know who they are. I know what they're capable of, and I know what they're going to be doing and how they're going to act. As soon as I get settled with that, and I'm like, okay, this is who they are, something else even more heinous and more malicious happens. But I am rebuked. I am told that I am a demon. I am evil. I am mean, because I want people to be held accountable for their actions. And the thing is an apology would go a long way, because I've never been apologized to. Apology would go a long way. But I'm looking more for changed behavior. Because anytime anybody has ever told me, hey, this, what you did hurt my feelings, or this was wrong, or that was messed up, or you didn't do this, or whatever, I owned it. I owned it. Apologized. And the behavior never happened again. But I can't say that for others towards me. The behavior continues to happen. And when I say something about it, I am made to look crazy. So at this point, I am well accepting of whatever anybody thinks about me. If you want to think I'm mean, evil, hateful, I'm a demon, I'm casting spells or whatever, by all means, think and believe whatever you want to. Think and believe whatever it is that you want to. And that's fine by me. I don't care what people think about me anymore. I don't care. Because it's obvious that people do not care how I feel. So I am in acceptance. I'm not crying anymore. Not at this point. I'm going to claim that this is the last time I'm even going to speak about it. Because I'm that done. I'm that done. I have been disrespected and just hurt by people that were supposed to love me. But nobody wants to be accountable. So since no one wants to be accountable, and everything is placed on me because I refuse to continue to repeat the cycle of getting my feelings hurt, saying what I want to say, getting my feelings hurt, and people not changing the behavior, and the stuff happening again, and then people around them being enablers and saying, well, you know, this person, I don't give a damn. I don't care that that's how they are. Grow the fuck up. I don't care that that's how you know how they are, or they have issues. No. You're going to have issues with whoever you have issues with, but you're not going to have those issues with me because I've done nothing wrong to you. I'm not going to be your emotional punching bag. I'm not. So when I stay to myself, don't talk about me. Don't even talk about me anymore. Don't say anything about me. If you're not praying for me, and even then at this point, I don't even want you to pray for me. because I don't know what you're talking to God about. I don't even know if you're talking to God. So I don't want any kind of interaction of that form anymore. I am done being held responsible for other people's behaviors and actions and emotions, but nobody wants to be accountable for their own actions and emotions. And this is very much one thing I need to get out, and I'm just going to get this out. My mother today said to me something that is completely and 100% triggering to me, and it's about my grandmother. The grandmother that I am named after. She told me that I left my grandmother, that I pulled away from my grandmother because of some frivolous, stupid shit about something with one of my uncles. I have never done anything untoward towards my grandmother, ever. And for my mother to say that was intentional. It was very much intentional. Because she knows that that is one person on this earth that I never played about. Never. And for her to bring that up, for her to say something like that to me, it's intentional. Because nothing has ever come out of my mother's mouth when it comes to me doing anything that's mistreating to my grandmother. And for her to bring that up, it's intentional, or somebody has said something to her. And that's another thing that trips me out. My family talks to each other, but not one picks up the phone and calls me. Every once in a while, I'll get a text of hi, or maybe even a happy birthday. But other than that, nobody says anything to me, because nobody wants to be accountable for the bullshit. And I love my grandmother, but she was a very big buffer. She never made us have the conversations. I was just seeing something about that earlier in a clip about the movie Soul Food. And it's very much when the matriarch, the person that held the family together, passes away. A lot of the times, that person is the buffer. That person is the person that goes between everybody and tries to keep the peace. But in essence, that person is not really keeping peace, because they're not teaching and not showing us all how to communicate with each other. And then there's just animosity left. And everybody goes their separate ways because nobody wants to talk about the real thing. There's no more buffer. There's no more enabling. There's no more enabling. And when the person that is the one that wants to call things out and say, hey, let's have this discussion, let's sit down and talk about it, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to say the words that need to be said and tell people they're wrong, or tell them they need to apologize, or tell them to even grow up. And the hurtful thing is my family, when I was growing up, that was all that was said. We all we got. And I'm sure other families say that to each other as well. But I took that to heart. I took that as no matter what goes on, it's going to be us, and we can get through things. We can talk things out. We can be mindful and respectful of each other and still allow each other to be who we are. But that's not what's happening. And I'm sure that's in a lot of family dynamics now, is people are taking, the masks are being removed, and people are being shown for who they truly are. And people don't like that. They don't like for you to see them for who they are. They don't want you to see their truth because they're not ready to see their truth. And that's not how you live life. I know my shortcomings. I know that I withhold communication until I'm ready. And I'm not a person that is confrontational. I'm not. And I'm not going to communicate with somebody I know who's not going to be receptive and be communicative. I'm not. Why should I? That's a waste of my breath, my time, and my energy. And once I see a pattern of someone, why would I put myself in that? But I keep doing it. I continue to do it because I love. And that's just period, point blank. I love. Even though my entire life I have always been separated or seen as different or what have you, because I've always seen. But it was okay when I was quote unquote listening to everybody else. It was okay. As long as I was doing whatever it is I was doing to fit in and not rock the boat and not say the things that needed to be said, everything was A-okay. But as soon as I start calling people out and calling things for what it was, because I could be called out on my stuff all the time. I can be called out on anything or picked on or bullied or made fun of all the time. But as soon as I said something back or stood up for myself or voiced my opinion, voiced my perspective, and stopped giving like an endless well, I was wrong. And I'm mean and I'm evil and probably the devil and I'm possessed and I'm whatever. I will be whatever it is that you think I am. I know different. I know better. I know my connection that I have with my Father. I know the connection that I have with Jesus. I know the connection that I have with my ancestors. I know the connection I have with myself. And I'm not going to compromise that for other people to feel okay. I'm not going to compromise myself anymore for other people to feel okay. No one is going to make me feel like I am less than what I am ever again or be disrespectful to me. And if that's what you think that you are going to do, then we don't have anything to discuss. I don't have anything to say. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way or treat me any kind of way or use and abuse me and think I'm just supposed to be okay with it because we are family. I'm not going to do that anymore. I cannot do that anymore. I can't. It weakens me. It hurts me. I don't feel good to myself when I allow somebody to disrespect me. I don't feel good within myself. And I'd rather feel good to me than look good to somebody else.